Welcome to Dacey's Divas. Hi, I'm your host, Dacey. Today we have a compassionate, talented diva out there empowering women and making a difference. And you will not believe how much she has accomplished in such a young age. So please, let's welcome Alessandra Cecala. I always get that wrong. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. Beautiful summer day today.
Oh, gorgeous.
We're going to hear all of the fabulous things that you have done throughout your young age. And before we get started, what we usually like to say is, why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about who you are and where you're from, and then we'll get into all your great things.
Sure, absolutely. Well, born and raised in Massachusetts, and as a very young age, I've always been very charitable, always wanted to help people. I started off with the International Order of Rainbow for Girls, which is kind of like the Masons, but just for girls. And I also was a Girl Scout growing up. And I completed my Girl Scout Gold Award, which was pretty great. And I've been going through with a lot of different nonprofits, such as To Write Love on Her Arms. And that's for suicide, depression, self-injury, and addiction awareness. I've worked with them a lot. I was the president of the university chapter at UMass Lowell for about a year there, so that was really great. I've also worked with Invisible Children, and I've started a nonprofit of my own, Take Heart.
That's fabulous. So, and we're going to go through every single great deed that you did. Where are you from? Let the viewers know. Are you from the area?
Boston.
Or Boston?
Yeah, yep. I was born in Brighton, and I was raised mostly in Westwood, and I've been living in Lowell and Nashua for the past few years. So.
Did you go to school, Alessandra?
I did, yep. I graduated from Westwood High School, and then I went to URI for 2 years, University of Rhode Island, and then I transferred over to UMass Lowell, where I finished up my bachelor's and went straight through into my master's.
Great. You're a very smart girl.
Thank you.
We met at a great event for Carol Duncan, who retired, and she's very well known and has done a lot in the community and for young women. And we met at that great retirement party. So that we're going to talk about a little bit about Girls Inc. But let's first talk about some of your great accomplishments. Now, you have been, what you mentioned, a lot of the things that you have achieved at such a young age. Now, you just gave me, let's talk about Take Heart.
Sure.
What inspired you to start this organization, Take Heart?
Well, my father had a heart problem for many years, and when I was in high school, his heart problem worsened, and he went into a coma, and they told us that he needed to have a heart transplant. So when I heard that, I started to do some research about organ donation and all the myths and misunderstandings, all of that, statistics, and the statistics were horrifying. You know, the amount of people that were dying each year that could have been donors that weren't, could have saved so many lives. I mean, by being a donor, you can save 8 people and improve up to 50. So that's a lot. I mean, that's 8 families, 8 groups of friends. I mean, the 6 degrees of separation just goes so far with that, you know. And
I'm an organ donor. Yes, I've had a show on with Joan Crowley from the New England Organ Bank.
Perfect.
Yes,
Yes, we love New England Organ Bank. We actually work very close with New England Organ Bank. They are so wonderful and have been so amazing to us, have provided us with a lot of materials. So we are so grateful for that. So yeah, I mean, at the time I was doing my Girl Scout Gold Award, as I had mentioned, and I decided to take my passion of music and organ donation awareness and create a benefit concert where young people could come around the music, and we had an information table with pamphlets and donor cards, some merchandise, bracelets, t-shirts, and things like that. And I said a speech about organ donation, the statistics, myths, and misunderstandings, and also my own personal connection with it, and asked people to join me in my mission to help save lives.
Wow.
And
that's fabulous.
Thank you.
Good girl. At such a young age, it amazes me of how you got started doing all this.
Thank you.
Yeah. So from there, you also now you work with the Red Cross, correct? Tell me a little bit about what you do with the Red Cross.
Well, I've helped out at many a blood drive for the Red Cross. I've done a lot of work with blood donation, and we do a lot of work with Donate Life and New England Organ Bank, and we go to Warped Tour together, that music festival, and we...
Do you sing there too?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And we go to the City Hall at Lowell every year, and we declare Donate Life Month in April together. So yeah, we do a lot of fun stuff.
And you
so
just did the Lowell Folk Festival, you mentioned?
Yep.
How was that? Was it a blast?
It was such a blast. My band and I, Between Dreams is the name of my band. We played over at Folk Fest at the Worthen, and it was such an amazing night. Yeah, we had so much fun.
Yeah, that's God, my old stomping ground years and years ago. But that's always such a great place to hang out still at any age. But I know Craig Gates is a fabulous man. He runs the Lowell Folk Festival, and I know, like Matt was saying, it was a awesome venue. People come from all over.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Good. Now, we're moving on. Tell me, I didn't understand, what was Write Love on Your Arm, Her Arms, okay?
Oh, yes. To Write Love on Her Arms is a nonprofit for suicide, depression, self-injury, and addiction awareness. And the message is that love is the movement and rescue is possible. And they're trying to get people to start conversations about these hard topics instead of brushing it under the rug, kind of giving people a safe place or safe haven where they can connect under these issues and realize that they're not alone and that their story matters and they matter. And so it's a lot of positive empowerment, and they work a lot with music as well. And it's interesting, the founder of To Write Love on Her Arms began the organization the same year that I began Take Heart, and he's always been a huge inspiration for me, Jamie Twerkowski. He's an amazing individual.
Where, honey, can they get, is there like a website?
Absolutely.
That you can, okay.
Yeah, it's towriteloveonherarms.com or TWLOHA.com. Yeah, and you can find them on Facebook, their website, they have Tumblr, all those great social media websites.
What do you do there? Do you help educate, you know, young women, young men?
Yes, women, men, everybody. I've done many different things. I've had benefit concerts for them. I also was a part of the university chapter of To Write Love on Her Arms at UMass Lowell. Yeah, and I was the president of that for about a year. And we did a lot of programming at the university, and you know,
fantastic. So do you sit there and say, okay, if someone has a problem, Alessandra, do you sit and talk to that little girl or a girl? And what are the ages?
Of course. I mean, if anybody comes to us with, you know, questions, then we try to address them as best as possible. To Write Love on Her Arms does make sure that they say that they are not kind of an endpoint or, you know, a therapist or anything like that. They're more of a bridge to help, so they will, you know, connect you to resources. And so that's what I do with a lot of people that do approach me with their issues, is try to connect them to resources and help them figure out some coping skills that may work for them.
Right. And the age, like, is it like from 10 and up? Is it 16 and up? Is any age?
Any age. I've worked with, and I also used to work at a psych hospital at the Lowell Treatment Center and also at Westwood Lodge. And there I would do a lot of the activities that we did at To Write Love on Her Arms with them, because they're, you know, they're important. And
it's important. It's tragic. There's a lot of suicide out there.
There is.
All different ages. And what do you think? Do you think it's just, why do you think? Do you have an idea? Do you?
Well, depression is a huge factor. Depression, there's a lot of, and untreated depression is a leading cause of suicide. And it's just, I think part of the issue is our society and the kind of man up and, you know, don't ask for help, you're weak if you ask for help. But that, you know, that's the biggest thing, is it takes more strength to ask for help than to try to go at it on your own. And
to admit you have a problem.
Exactly. We need help, we need people. If there's, you know, one thing we do need, it's other people and their help, so.
Good girl. Okay, so we're moving on here. A long list, like I told you, about this fabulous, compassionate diva. What is, okay, the Invisible Children now? You mentioned that.
Yes.
What is that?
So Invisible Children is a nonprofit that helps the child soldiers and displaced people of northern Uganda.
Wow.
Yes, so there's a big conflict in Uganda and the Congo, and they try to bring attention to all of the issues there, and they try to help. They've been in peace talks with the political people over in Uganda. They try to raise a lot of awareness through screenings and movies. Their thing is more kind of like video shorts and things like that to try to get out the information. And they've done some really great events, overnight events that are kind of like Take Back the Night, where everybody for a night sleeps outside as these child soldiers and these people do. And they sleep overnight, yeah. And
what made you get involved in this? What motivated you to get involved with Invisible Children? Like why there, why not, you know, around here? Like what, not that you're not doing enough around here, but what made you get involved, Alessandra?
Of course. When I was younger, I heard about them and I saw the video and it really moved me. And I started working with them and doing screenings with them, and we're at Warped Tour every year with them. And it's just an incredible organization and a cause. And I do love how they have a Mend program where the women make bags and things like that. And they have their little story on the inside and everything like that. And so the funds go directly back to them. Where do
you do this out of, honey? Do you do this in Lowell? Do you do online? Like how?
Yeah, you can do it online, invisibleChildren.com. They also have a Facebook as well and a Twitter. And I've held screenings at several different places. When I was at URI, I held one in Rhode Island. We've done stuff at UMass Lowell for Invisible Children as well.
Fantastic.
So yeah, it's kind of all over.
Right. Okay. So those are the two websites we've given out. How about your website on Take Heart? Let's give out that one just in case too.
Absolutely. You can find us at takeheartinc.net and also on Facebook at Take Heart Inc.
Okay.
So
thanks, Pete.
Yeah.
Now the next one, Donate Life. Let's donate life. Do you sleep? Then we're going to get to some of your fun parts. We're going to talk to your hobby, and then we're going to hear you sing, and then we're going to download. We're going to talk about Girls Inc. Okay?
Barely.
No kidding.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what was it?
Donate Life.
Donate Life, yes. Okay, so yeah, we work closely with Donate Life.
Love you're enthusiastic. All right.
Thank you. Yeah, we work very closely with New England Organ Bank and Donate Life. Their target is mostly 30 and above, whereas Take Heart has a more target of 16 to 24.
Okay.
So yeah, we try to you know, with our little fancy logo over there, a little recycle symbol with the heart on the inside.
And I got my bracelet and my bag to take home, which I love. I love little treats. I love my treats. But, and that's...
Yes, yep, the Take Heart Heart Hero bracelets, which are also glow in the dark.
I know. What is the green? What's the green?
That's the Donate Life.
Oh, it is. I'm going to be all good to go today before I leave. This is awesome. Then you have pamphlets about your... To donate life.
We got one for Donate Life and one for Take Heart in there as well. Yeah.
So this girl is just moving on, doing everything.
Yes, I just, that's what's always so crazy is I want to do so many things and help so many people. I mean, some other organizations I've been involved with was No Woman Left Behind, with sexual assault awareness. And I mean, there's I don't know, so many people to help in so little time.
I know. You're such an advocate for women, and you're out there empowering women. Now you're empowering, when we met, young women at Girls Inc.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about what you do at Girls Inc. And we're going to play a skit in a few minutes of song. When I was in tears when I saw that night. Okay.
Yes, so at Girls Inc., I'm a program specialist.
And you do with music and arts, I saw? Okay.
Yep, so I do different choices on music, art. We also do things on empowerment and bullying, body image. We do some things on entrepreneurship, and those are programs that I run personally, but we have a wealth of different types of programs with science and math and pottery and textiles and all sorts of,
Tell me how important, Girls Inc., I've done quite a few events for Girls Inc. I did Planting of Pansies was one of my TV show, and they were the most beautiful girls, but they were so kind and they were willing to learn. That day was an environment, and then my Aunt Stella Kokonakis, we had a beautiful tea for them inside the Whistler House afterwards, and we learned manners and passed cookies around, and then I did another event at the Nesmith House with Girls Inc. And they all came to see the Nesmith House, and we did, Fine, Come, and it was great. We had the piano playing, and Elaine Crandall helped me do that event, and learn manners. So, how important is it for these young girls to learn?
I think it's so important, and it's such an honor to be able to give these young women these tools, to be able to have this impact and this effect on them, to give them the music and arts when all the schools are taking them away, and to really have a place where they can feel safe and be themselves, and be comfortable and really kind of learn and grow. And
I agree.
When I hear some of the girls saying, "Oh, those are boy clothes," and some girl says, "Oh, that's a stereotype," and they
come up with the cutest things. When I did the pansy thing, I was laughing, Alessandra. I was like, they are so adorable. And be kind to, your friends. I would come up with some questions, and they're like, "She's my best friend," and they were so adorable. And it's important to volunteer. Correct?
Absolutely.
And they're learning such awesome things from you. So we're going to show a clip, because I know that you're gonna sing at the end. So Pete will flash the clip. Tell us a little bit about, this was a night at Carol Duncan.
Yes.
Extraordinary Women's Retirement Party.
So we had a little ukulele class. That's what I call it, and all the girls have their own little ukulele.
God, I was like laughing. I was in tears. They poured their heart out.
I know, they were so cute. They were rocking out. They were so into it.
Yeah, but you were wonderful with them.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I had them learn "Dog Days" by Florence and the Machine, and we played that for Carol at her retirement party, and it was just so adorable. I'll let you listen.
Okay.
All right, here.
It is adorable. Hold on to your seats.
Dog days are over, dog days are done. The horses are coming, so you better run. Run fast for your mother, fast for your father, run for your children, for your sisters and your brothers. Leave all your love behind. You can carry it with you if you want to survive. The dog days are over.
How old were they, the ages?
The age range that I work with are from 5 to 12.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, you did a great job with them, and they were so happy and at peace with themselves too.
Oh,
and you could tell that they accomplished such a great night. Where are you gonna go from here? What do you want to do from here? I mean, I don't know what else you're going to be able to do, because you've done so much as such a young girl, but there's always room, right?
Of
to do
course,
more in life?
Of course, yes. I mean, I would love to keep working at Girls Inc. and keep empowering young women. Definitely, moving forward with Take Heart and my music, and possibly teaching in the future. I've always wanted to teach.
Good.
I've been looking at possibly
teaching music, or teaching just skills, like on.
Yeah, well, music, I definitely teach music. I do lessons and things like that. But I'd love to teach psychology, what I went to school for, even sexuality and gender, and get to some important issues with LGBT issues, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, for those who don't know that little acronym, little alphabet soup. And yeah, I mean, I've always, I think, wanted to teach. So eventually I think I'll do that, but I'm not sure where life will take me, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
So.
Well, you're still staying positive.
Yeah. I'm on the ride for this adventure, so.
I love when you sign your emails, like I'll say Divas yours. I mean, mine's kind of like cutie, but I was admired when you said "with hope." What is "with hope" when you'll say "with hope, Alessandra"? And I loved that. That just really had a place for my heart when you did that.
I think when there's nothing else in life, we have hope. And I think everybody needs a little bit of hope, and to be reminded that there is hope, especially these days where everybody is so stressed out. There's so many hardships and bad things going on, and there's a lot of great things as well, but there's always hope. That's a constant, so I like to spread that.
Who was a role model in your life for a woman?
Oh my goodness. My mother, absolutely. My sister. I mean, there have been such great role models.
You're Italian, correct?
Yes.
Italian descent. Is your mom Italian too?
Yes, she is.
Both, okay.
Yep. La mama. She is phenomenal. She taught me to be an independent woman, to stand on my 2 feet, to make sure that I was always,
That's important.
Yeah, that I had my everything taken care of, and I, could be able to stand on my own 2 feet and do my thing. She's always been very supportive of my dreams and of my work, and I couldn't say enough things about her, honestly. Mother Teresa is one of my other kind of big inspirations, and I would almost like her to my mother. I mean, my mother's a nurse as well, and she is a caretaker, and she took care of my father when he was, I mean, I definitely feel in my heart that he would not be here today if it wasn't for her. And of course, Jessica, the girl whose heart is in his chest now, but yeah, no, she is incredible. I'd say Mother Teresa, Maya Angelou is definitely a big one. Jen Demers from Girls Inc. and Kate, they are amazing. In fact, all of the staff that I work with at Girls Inc.
You have a great staff there.
They're amazing. They're incredible. They're all so passionate. We all have our little niches, but we all work so well together. Maritza as well from Girls Inc. We joke around that we're each other's spirit animal.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's so great to have such positive female role models, and that's why we find it so important to be that for these young girls.
Right. And it's a good environment. You can tell how positive of a person you are.
Thank you.
If you had a magic wand, I ask women this all the time, what would you wish for the young women out there in this environment?
Wow, what a question. If I had a magic wand, what would I wish for? I would say strength and independence.
That's good.
Especially to be themselves, to follow their dreams.
That's important.
To, never waver under people's judgment or any pain that they may inflict on them, just to kind of stay strong. And because, and one of the To Write Love in a Rhyme saying is, I'm living a story, I will not give up. It's also actually right on my arm here. And my mother's handwriting.
All right.
Mama's handwriting.
Your mom?
Yes. Yep.
And
this is in Italian, yeah.
Wow.
So.
How did she do the tattooing? Is that?
No, she, oh my goodness.
I was never, can you believe at my age, and all my little friends out there, and all these great girls like yourself, they all got the tattoos. So how was it her writing? Like, did you give them a piece of paper?
Yes, I did.
Well,
my poor
the diva
mother.
is clueless about tattoos.
I tricked her into it a little bit. Poor thing. I told her I was going to use it for a scrapbook, which was completely a lie. But yeah, it says, sto vivendo una storia, non rinuncerò, which in Italian is, I'm living a story, I will not give up. So yeah,
incredible.
It's good to remember that.
You're going to sing us a fabulous song. What we're going to do is, we're going to start, okay? But first I have to thank you. You're an incredible woman. I'm so proud of all of your accomplishments. I'm so excited that you came on the show and honored. I have to give you my traditional Godiva chocolate because you are a true diva. Keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Tell me about the song that you're going to sing and why you're going to sing it while I set up.
Before I do that, I wanted to thank you so much for having me here and for doing all the great work you do, highlighting all these people that do such amazing things. It's incredible and necessary. So thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, sweetheart.
All right.
And this song you're going to dedicate to?
Yes. This song I'm going to dedicate to one of my best friends. His name is Daryl.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And here she is, Alessandra.
All right.
Is that good, honey? Okay.
All right. Her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Yeah, I know when a compliment so sad to think she'll see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay? And I say, when I see your face, it's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stays for a while, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. Her lips, I could kiss them all day if she let me. Her laugh, she hates, but I think it's so sexy. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, you know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're searching for, then just stay the same. And don't even bother if you look okay. Now I'll say, when I see your face, it's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stays for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. The way you are, the way you are. Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. When I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile,